And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now Jackson on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 8 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, Marino. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Williams. Oh, some strong running. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jerry Rice, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Jerry Rice in the end zone is a sight we are sure used to seeing. Not only does he have the most receiving touchdowns in NFL history, he was also the fastest to get to 100.
It took him, I think we've got it here, 120 games to get to 100. Just staggering.
A staggering number, but you have to remember with Jerry Rice, it wasn't just great hands. It wasn't speed. It was the collective, the work ethic to prepare, and the route running that was second to none.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moss. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Marino here from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Marino will look to throw on first. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides when he...
And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Marino will throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Shazier bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And he checks this one down to Williams. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit!
They'll try and throw forward with Marino. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ryan Shazier in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, You feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, Jackson complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Javon Curse, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Jackson to throw on second down, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on first and 10. They go play action here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Jackson will throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Detroit!
Now Marino. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Marino. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.